Hey everybody, it's Robert coming to you with another adventure into history, and today I am on the hunt for an old plantation cemetery, and it's supposed to be behind a creepy old barn. So I found the creepy old barn. Now I have to find the cemetery. We're usually pretty good at spotting these, so wish me luck. I think all of this over here is just like cattle stuff, or maybe a pig pen, something like that. See an old fence here, but that's not what we're looking for. And to see more out this way, and chicken houses and stuff in the woods, but that's not what we're looking for either. Check this barn out. That is definitely a creepy old barn. Whew, spooky. I'm not going near that thing by myself though. Alright, somewhere out here there's a cemetery. And we got to find it. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it. That big old oak tree straight through there. That's a, no, we're using the word creepy a lot, but creepy looking tree. So, definitely behind the barn, looking for cedar trees. Just found some. So this is always, you know, part of the fun of this sort of thing, the adventure in finding the cemetery or whatever we're looking at. And this is actually honestly kind of a scouting mission today, to find this, because there's a lot of history here. We did get permission to come on this land, and we're going to talk about the history that is out here. But right now I'm just scouting for the cemetery. This looks even better. There's an old cedar tree over yonder. Just got to get through the briars, and this looks like a good spot for a cemetery. And it's not on a hill. It's kind of down low, but I don't think this is it. That was the old cedar right there that I saw. But no cemetery yet. So my friend Cecil, who you guys have seen on some previous videos, is doing a phenomenal job of finding and recording cemeteries in different counties. He has actually been to this cemetery, and he said that it was a ways in the woods behind the barn. So that's what we have to go off of. We kind of got off trail for a minute, just because I've got to point out these massive old oak trees on this property. Those are absolutely amazing. And the camera does them no justice, but those are huge trees that have been there for a very long time. In other words, they've seen some things. Okay, so I just had to message Cecil and see if he could provide me directions to the cemetery. And he said, just past the creepy old barn. Those are my words, not his. And to the left, behind the chicken coop. And we saw the chicken coop earlier. So let's go back to the creepy old barn and start over again. This is pretty hard to see through here, and the land has been clear cut too. Not up here around the barn, around the cemetery, but all that we were just walking through, it's been clear cut, and every tree stump out there looks like a headstone. It'll definitely throw you off. Got a cedar tree here. Just kind of skimming through here. Maybe, you know what, remember I pointed at the big creepy oak tree? I bet it's over there. It was calling out to me earlier and I didn't even realize it. There's the old barn again. We're in the old animal pen, old pig pen. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it was, that was what it was. The that tree was calling out to me earlier. I didn't realize it. It was saying, it's over here. And I didn't hear it. Get over this, the pig pen. There's the chicken coop. Chicken coop was darn near in the cemetery, wasn't it? Oh, here we go. Look at that marker right there. I tell you, that's going to be an older one for sure. Look at the size of that thing. Here, I'll stand up beside it. Can you see? That's a tall one. And these are usually very old. Oh yeah, 1840s. We got the weeping willow there over I guess a tombstone, and it says, sacred to the memory of Shady Ann, consort of William Stallings, who died December 28th, 1848, aged 40 years, 3 months and 1 day. To strangers her virtues cannot be known, to her friends her memory is her best epitaph. Sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so, them also which sleep in Jesus will God bring with him again. Wow. Yeah, that is an impressive marker right there. Seen these before in different cemeteries, this style. And it's definitely, like I said earlier, it's an early style, 1848. You see more big headstones like this, makes me think of New England or Savannah. And just as I suspected, this one was made by Madden and Adams from Columbus, Georgia. And we're in Talbot County, Georgia today. Now we've got the obelisk over here. WMC Stallings. Born October 24th, 1841. Died November 26th, 1861. So another one that's pretty early there. Sorry, I just thought I heard someone walking out here. I don't know. Don't know what it was. To depths. What does that say? Ooh, I'm gonna have to try that one another time, I think. I don't think I can read that epitaph right now. To do justice. And y'all bring a brush when we come back and be able to read that. It's a little obelisk right there. And she had bricks on top of her grave. And you can see these are these real old, you know, plantation style bricks, as I call them, these locally made bricks. So they're just right here under their oak tree here. I wasn't expecting them to be down low like this. You see, we're actually kind of in a lowland, and the high ground is up there, and usually cemeteries are up on the higher ground, but we're down in the lowland, but behind the creepy barn and the ruins of the house. So an amazing little cemetery here, you know, almost forgotten. Nobody's been out here in a real long time, I would say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now make sure you subscribe, because we're going to be back out here because there's a lot more to tell about this place. And Dan is going to be with me, Dan the historian. This was just a scouting mission. We'll look at the ruins of the old plantation house. We've got some old pictures of the old plantation house, so you won't want to miss that upcoming video. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you next time.